What if I told you that one click could hand over complete control of your camera to a stranger? And what if I told you it happens through websites that appear completely trustworthy? Welcome back to Tech Sky. Every day, millions of people click links to join meetings, view shared content, or access web applications. Most assume these sites are safe. Most never question why a website asks for camera permission. And that assumption creates the perfect opportunity for camera phishing. Before we begin, I need to make something absolutely clear. Everything demonstrated in this video is strictly for educational purposes and authorized security testing only. The knowledge you are about to gain comes with significant responsibility. Camera phishing tools are designed for security professionals to demonstrate vulnerabilities, conduct authorized penetration tests, and raise awareness about privacy threats. However, using these tools to access anyone's camera without their explicit consent is not only deeply unethical, but illegal in many jurisdictions. All demonstrations today use only devices we own and control. Use this knowledge to protect yourself and educate others. Camera phishing is exactly what it sounds like. Attackers create fake websites that mimic legitimate services, video conferencing platforms, online meeting tools, social media features. The sites look real. The URLs look convincing. And when you grant camera permission, thinking you are joining a meeting, the attacker gains complete control over your camera. Today, we are demonstrating exactly how camera phishing works. Not so you can invade anyone's privacy, but so you understand the threat, recognize the warning signs, and protect yourself. We will use Camish, an open-source camera phishing simulation tool developed by the Tech Sky Security Research Team specifically for security awareness training and authorized penetration testing. Let's see this in action. Open your terminal and make sure your system is updated. Type sudo apt update to refresh package lists, then sudo apt upgrade to install available updates. Now we need to install Camish. Open your web browser and in the address bar type github.com/techsky-code/Camish. Scroll down and you can read about features, requirements, installation, and most importantly, ethical usage guidelines. To install this tool, we need to clone the repository. Scroll up and click the code button. Copy the repository link. Back in your terminal, type git clone and paste the link. The repository clones to your system. Navigate into the Camish folder. You can see multiple files here. app.py is the main application, along with other files. To run this tool, we need to install dependencies in a virtual environment. This keeps the tool isolated from your system Python. Type python 3-m venv.venv to create the virtual environment. Activate it by typing source.venv/bin/activate. Notice your prompt changes, indicating you are now in the virtual environment. Install the required packages by typing pip install-r requirements.txt. The installation completes and your environment is ready. Start the application by typing python 3 app.py. The tool launches and displays a local URL and an access password. Copy the password for authentication. Open the URL in your browser. Paste the password and log in. The dashboard opens. On the right side, you see sessions and events tracking active connections. 3 main tabs appear. Campaigns, where you manage phishing simulations. Targets, where connected victims appear. And captures, where photos and videos are stored. To start a simulation, we need to create a campaign. Click New Campaign. Enter a campaign name for tracking purposes. Set a slug URL, like join-meeting, that makes the link appear legitimate. Select a template that mimics a real service. Below is a field for public URL. If running on localhost, you can ignore this. But since I am using a Kali virtual machine and want to test across devices, I need to create a public tunnel. Open a new terminal tab. We will expose port 5000, which Camish uses by default. Type SSH-R80 localhost:5000 serveo.net. This creates a secure tunnel from the public internet to your local application. When prompted to continue connecting, type yes. Serveo generates a public URL. Copy and paste it back in the campaign creation form. You can add notes describing this simulation for documentation purposes. Click the Create button. Your first phishing campaign is now active. Let's test this simulation. Copy the campaign link. I am switching to my host computer browser to simulate a real target clicking the link. Paste the link. Notice the Serveo warning page appears first. This is a critical safety feature designed to prevent misuse. The warning explicitly states this could be a phishing attempt and requires manual confirmation. This prevents accidental exposure and discourages malicious use. Click Continue to Site. Now the fake meeting page loads. It requests camera permission, exactly like legitimate video conferencing sites. I am granting permission. Since I am using OBS virtual camera instead of a real webcam, it shows my OBS logo. But in a real scenario, this would be the actual camera feed. Switch back to Camish. A target has appeared in the Targets tab. This shows the victim connected to the phishing site. Click the Photo button. The system captures a photo silently, without any visual indication on the victim's side. Navigate to the Captures tab, and you can see the captured image. Now let's test with an actual mobile device, where the threat is most realistic. Open the campaign link on a mobile phone. The Serveo warning appears. Continue to the site. Grant camera permission when prompted. The mobile front camera activates, displaying what appears to be a video call interface. Two targets now appear, one from PC, one from mobile. This demonstrates how attackers can manage multiple simultaneous victims. Click the Photo button. The capture occurs instantly and silently. The victim sees nothing unusual. Navigate to Captures, and the actual photo from the mobile camera appears. This demonstrates the real privacy threat. An attacker could capture your face, your surroundings, anything the camera sees, without any indication. Now let's test the recording feature. Set the recording duration to 5 seconds for a timed capture. Click Record. The system begins recording from the target's camera. After 5 seconds, the recording stops automatically. Check the Captures tab. The video file appears alongside the photos. Click Play to review the recording. The entire 5-second clip captured without the victim's knowledge. You can download these captures, and they save to your local system for documentation and reporting. The Targets tab also shows a Capture All button. This triggers simultaneous capture from all connected targets, useful in penetration testing scenarios where you need to document multiple compromised endpoints. So how do you protect yourself from camera phishing? First, never click links requesting camera access from untrusted sources. If someone sends you a meeting link, verify the domain carefully. Zoom.us is legitimate. Zo0m.us or zoom-meeting.com are not. Second, check your browser's camera indicator. Most modern browsers show a visual indicator when your camera is active. If you see this indicator when you are not actively using your camera, investigate immediately. Third, use physical camera covers or privacy shutters. Simple hardware solutions that block the camera lens when not in use. Many laptops now include built-in privacy shutters for exactly this reason. Fourth, review and revoke camera permissions regularly. In your browser settings, check which sites have camera access and remove permissions you do not recognize or no longer need. Fifth, be suspicious of unexpected meeting requests, especially from unknown senders. Verify the authenticity through separate communication channels before clicking any links. If you found this demonstration valuable, hit that like button and hype the video. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a security tutorial. Share this with someone who needs to understand camera privacy threats. In the comments, tell me what topic I should cover next. Until then, this is Tech Sky, your ultimate battleground of cybersecurity and ethical hacking.